Well, here we are in round 2 of the main tournament. I'm Fear Agent. Joining me today, Jurassic. How you doing, bud?
I'm good. I am excited for this tournament round, that's for sure. Why don't you tell us a bit about these guys you're watching?
Yeah. So if you were to give me the top couple of runners in the entire community, these two names are going to show up if you took a poll between everyone, because these two runners are the cream of the crop. And what's crazy about it is only one of them is going to be moving on to the top 16. So a pretty hype matchup that could have been the finals, honestly, of this tournament. Had things shaked out a little bit differently, but instead it's going to be a round 2 matchup. We've got Goomba on the left and daaanty on the right. Who's the favorite? I couldn't tell you. I mean, these two runners are incredibly good, make smart routing decisions, have great execution, and are going to put on a show for us. So we're going to be playing some hard standard today because that's what this tournament is. We're going to get a weapon from Uncle. Could be a sword, could be some bombs, could be Samaria, could be a bow, could be a hammer, could be fire rod, could be Cane of Burna. That's the one we don't want to see. But we've got about 6 minutes to watch these two gentlemen make their way through the escape, rescue Zelda, and bring her to the sanctuary, and then the match really starts. We're going to be looking for some bombs or possibly boots to get to the 3 items in the back of Escape. So we'll look at the prize packs there. That was a really quick map check. I think I saw crystals.
Like 3 regular crystals to me.
Okay, I missed Hera, but we do have a great tracker joining us today. Reg, I always say it wrong. I apologize. Is tracking for us today. Make sure you show some love for our trackers. Really appreciate all the work they do. Got Samaria. Samaria's nice. Not the, best weapon, but it's something to have, especially for late gaming. It makes Ice Palace a lot nicer. Might need it for Mire and Turtle Rock. So.
Yeah, definitely the better of the two canes to pick up at this point. Goomba, interestingly, not topping off his magic from the second pot.
Yeah, I mean, Samaria doesn't take a lot of magic, so it's not that important. There's a good chance you don't even use, 3/4 of it. We did get some bombs in that chest next to Uncle, though, so we don't really have to worry about farming today, which is nice because Samaria is not really a weapon you want to farm with. It's pretty slow and cumbersome. So.
Yeah, so now whether or not you have full magic is less important, because if we hadn't gotten the bombs, then you worry about, am I going to have to farm some deep prize pack?
Yep, now it's just killing stuff as fast as you can. And there, we've got a glove as well. Nice little start to this escape sequence. What's the sprite that Goomba's using? Are you familiar with that?
No, I honestly don't know what Goomba's using, though someone in chat is saying Kaguya.
Don't know what that is or who that person is. It's apparently a manga character. It might be... Custom sprites are now available to upload on your own, so it might not even be on the website.
Goomba's teammate Lin is telling us that their third teammate Illis made that sprite, and it's worth noting that they are...
Sorry.
Wow. It's worth noting that we have Nips and we haven't even rescued Zelda yet. Is this the same seed that was played earlier today that had Nips before Zelda? No, it's worth noting that all 3 last locationers have advanced to the round of 32, which is a pretty impressive accomplishment and shows just how scary they are.
Yeah. Turns out it's a pretty good team. All right, just going to use pots to kill the ball and chain guard here because Samaria's a little slow, though daaanty shows how it can be done quickly. And we're rewarded with 20 rubies. So there will be a key in Dark Cross to continue on. And then we'll have 3 items in the back. We're still looking for a map as well, so that might be in Sanctuary. So do you have who did these two beat to make it to round 2. Do you have the information offhand?
Yeah, so daaanty beat Waterloo. What makes this easy to remember is daaanty is the top seed among group winners, and Goomba is the top seed among group runners-up. So it's Goomba's own darn fault that he's here facing daaanty in the second round, because if he had won his group, he wouldn't be here. So daaanty beat the lowest seed of the runners-up, Waterloo, and Goomba beat the lowest seed of the group winners, daaanty, to get here.
Okay. It's pretty incredible, again, that this is a second round matchup, because, again, you could, in a different world, see these two runners in the finals, so. All right, so what are you hoping to see here in the back? We've got mitts already. Do you want to just see a Moon Pearl head straight into the Dark World before even doing Kakariko?
I'm hoping for a better weapon like sword or hammer. It's always nice when you can exit escape with a real weapon.
Weapon would be nice, yeah.
And swords have a way of hanging out in the back of escape, I've found.
It's so nice not having to farm bombs. It's like one of the worst parts about doing standard with a random weapon is, not having like a sword or a hammer or something that you just farm away with.
I guess that's been one nice thing about taking away capacity upgrades, that all bomb capacity upgrades were replaced by 3 bomb chest items. So it makes it a whole lot likelier that you'll find bombs in a chest.
Sure, yeah. All right, so how friendly is the key rack going to be?
daaanty exploded that one pretty quickly.
Yeah, and rats are in the bomb pack, so they could kill a couple rats here. They want a couple more bombs for Kakariko. All right, so what do we got in the back of Escape? We have $20. We've got that map, and we've got the hook shot. Well, there you go.
Hey, can check stun prizes.
Yeah, I'd kind of want to check the mountain right away. Just leave Escape, go right up the mountain.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of use the hook shot for echolocation in Old Man Cave since we don't have a lamp yet, but totally doable if out of logic.
Well, both of these runners play a lot of cross keys, and in cross keys, you know, a lot of times you'll do dark rooms without any sort of weapon to help you get through those dark rooms, especially the dark cave, and so it wouldn't be a problem for either Goomba or daaanty to get through there, even if they didn't have the hook shot. But I imagine they're still going to get Kakariko first. It'd be nice to head up there with the Moon Pearl. You could knock out Death Mountain and Dark Death Mountain at the same time. And we did see all 3 crystals there in Light World confirmed.
Yeah, and interestingly, regular crystals at that.
Yeah.
So our 5, 6 are in the Dark World in addition to all 3 pendants.
All right, a trip to the Lost Woods tree pool. I think that's a tier 2 tree pool. Gives us arrow drops. There's $300 just laying on the ground, so you know you're gonna want to pick that up.
That's definitely a good start to our bank accounts.
Should report that to the Hylian guards that you found some money just lying around. Oh, and the hammer. Jeez.
Hey, I wanted a decent weapon.
So, wow, there's gonna be a lot of options here when we find that Moon Pearl. Gonna get a nice magic refill. Killing that crow. Of course, we wouldn't want to report that money to the Hylian guards because we are just randomly going into people's houses and opening their chests and taking their stuff. So I feel like maybe Link is more of a thief than a hero, right? He goes in the blind hut, bombs it, takes all their stuff, and leaves. It's messed up.
Well, as they're starting to check Blind's Hut, let's get in a prediction about just how quick our Dark World access will be. Will we find the Moon Pearl before the 15-minute mark at the rate things are going?
Hey, get your prediction quick, because I think it's coming here really fast. All right, so not much in blind set. Take a look at the back of the well. Got 5 rupees. Blow the hole back here for rupees, heart, in a heart container.
Nice to find when we were still on 3 hearts.
And there's the lantern, or the lamp. And the other cane of Burna. So
now the seed's really pointing Death Mountain because all of Light Death Mountain is in logic. Except for Ether Tablet.
How's about 100 rupees for a single arrow? What a jerk.
I mean, I'm sure someone spent a long time whittling down that wood. Oh, Daaanty frees the cuckoo. Good man.
And look, we just stole 10 rupees from that hut. And that was free. Excuse me, 10 arrows. 10 arrows from the back of that hut, that grandma's house. Do you think she's upset that we bombed a hole in her wall?
I mean, with all those chickens running around, she probably doesn't even notice.
You're supposed to go to the tavern to get a drink. Instead, steals the 10 arrows just there in the back.
Had to throw one of those 10 away because we spent so much money on that one from the bottle vendor. Is that a sword? That was really quick.
No, it was 10 arrows. On the
everything's 10 arrows. Okay, I'll just assume that anything I don't see is 10 arrows.
You get 10 arrows, and you get 10 arrows, and you get 10 arrows. Single rupee on the race game. Not going to waste any time with that. Where's Daaanty going? He is going to do South Shore. He's going to clean everything up. You want to make sure you have that Moon Pearl before going up to the to Death Mountain, I think. That way you can hopefully combo it all in together, of course. Oh, no, he's
doing South Shore. Daaanty's going up the mountain.
Excuse me. Moon Pearl might just be up there, too, so.
Yeah, I think it is just because the seed gave us logical access to all of Light Death Mountain so quickly. I mean, Daaanty can do Hera while he's up here, and that's crystal.
Can we get a French vanilla Moon Pearl? All right, 20 bucks in the dam. Daaanty gonna rescue that old man. And 20 bucks under the water. So don't get that.
That's a little bit surprising just because it might have helped us on our way to Zora money that Goomba didn't grab it.
Yeah, I mean, we're still over 100 rupees away, so I don't know.
Right, well, that would have put us within 100 and, you find 250s or whatever.
It's just gotta walk over there and pick it up. It's wet.
I know.
All right, so what is Mini Moldrum Cave holding for Goomba here? We have the cape, all right, 20 rupees. The fire rod, are we gonna hit go mode soon? A heart piece and a heart container. Meanwhile, Daaanty checks inside Spectral Rock just for a single green rupee. I think we saw both green rupees.
Yep.
And there's another 10 arrows for you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, no surprise what's on the rock.
On the top of Spectral Rock there. All right, so Goomba gonna make his way over to Ice Rod Cave as Daaanty makes his way east to Paradox Cave. I think the real question is, who put the chests there? Who put the chests in? Who went into Death Mountain and put the chests in Paradox Cave?
Someone with a twisted mind who couldn't figure out which side was up and which side was down clearly.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna get some checks here as Daaanty enters. We got the 2 in the bottom. We've got 20 rupees and another 20. Okay.
Now, mind you, the spoiler log calls that the top. Oh, and there's the Mire in Ice Rod Cave. That is a nice find.
Yeah,
we can get those all important 10 arrows off of Spec Rock.
For sure. So Amir's pretty big. All right, we've got 5 checks here. In Paradox, there's 20 rupees. Another 20 rupees. 3 bombs. Heart piece. Another heart piece. Where is that Moon Pearl?
I'm thinking with the Mire, Goomba, as he goes up the mountain, is probably going to do Tower of Hera before he does East Death Mountain.
Yeah, it's possible since he does have that hammer. Yeah. Daaanty fell in the bomb jump there. Gonna make his way down/up. As Goomba rescues the old man, we're gonna see a play here for Hera. We might actually see both of our runners in Hera at the same time. Nice with that hook shot is a little bit of a Hera pot, that dungeon. Daaanty does have to be careful on 2 hearts here in those.
You mentioned Super Bunny, though. We could see that while we're up here, too.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, definitely possible. Nothing. I think it was just a heart container on the floating island there. We're gonna find a moon pearl in here, aren't we? That's what I'm guessing.
We're going to find something big because we haven't found any progression on the mountain yet, really.
Yeah, it's surprising that there's nothing here yet. All right, we've got the big key in the cage. That's always nice to find.
Yeah, certainly lowers the chances that you have an item locked behind coffee break.
All right, there is the small key, so possible. Oh, here we go. Pendants at Skullwoods, Thieves Town, and Swamp Palace, with Thieves Town being the green pendant. I missed the 5/6.
The 5/6 were Mire and Turtle Rock.
That's an interesting layout. All right, so we've got the Hera pot from Daaanty, able to clip into that pot there and warp up. We got ourselves a bow. Nice.
So that puts Eastern fully in logic. We could have the Moon Pearl on Armos Knights.
So Daaanty and Goomba are both going to be hoping that Moldorm has the last item here, so they don't have to do the basement. And Goomba says, you know what, I'd rather walk up. Don't want to clip.
He doesn't have the boots anyway, so he's not doing the fun clip.
All right, with the hammer, Moldorm here should be no problem for Daaanty.
At least you don't have to worry about poking the dorm and making it enraged.
Yeah, no one's ever done that before. All right, so the last item is in the basement. So big moment here. Do you check the basement of Hera? You can do it with that, with the lamp here.
Ooh, and Goomba, I guess, forgot that, or maybe this is how he intended to route it, but I feel like it's more likely that he forgot that if you hookshot over to the chest and don't have the boots, it's a bit hard to get back.
Yeah. So Daaanty, not taking any chances, is going to take a bit of a coffee break here and do Hera basement. See if Goomba follows suit. The only thing left that we have in logic here is the spiral cave.
Right, and then off the mountain we have the eastern area, including Saha, and then we have Zora and Agena, and I think that's all we have in logic, right?
Yeah. So still quite a few checks.
But meanwhile, we are past the 15-minute mark, and some people made a very good return on their point investment.
Yeah, that was surprising with how front-loaded everything is. We still have that moon pearl. Just another 10 arrows. He should have known. Everything's 10 arrows. So Daaanty probably not crazy about the fact that there was nothing there. Though it won't be a time loss for him because Goomba's going to be doing it as well. So it's kind of too early to make this skip, I feel. Especially since Daaanty doesn't have the Mire yet. Coming back to Hera would be quite a trek. So Goomba gonna take a couple drinks of his coffee or tea or beverage of some sort while he waits for the tiles to pass. And Daaanty's gonna wear out his controller walking through this long spiral hallway with no boots, sadly.
Hey, at least he's got the hook shot. It's really bad when you have no boots or hook shot.
That's true. All right, what do we got? Just a heart piece.
And daaanty is not interested in breaking logic at this time, so he's gonna go east, I think. Unless he goes south first. But
Yeah, he might go south. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, he's taking that bow, and he's going to go over to Eastern Palace area. We'll check what's on in the back of Saha's closet as we can steal more people's stuff.
he'll need to go south at some point and pick up his fire rod, but he doesn't need that immediately.
I'm surprised how little we got from the mountain there.
Yeah, it was really just the bow.
All right, back at Saha, we got our first 20 rupee, a green 20, excuse me, the boomerang, and another red 20.
You know, there's a 1 in 3 chance that green 20 was our silvers.
Yeah, it's possible. Which would be funny because then the mountain really had nothing.
But probably that was just a mail upgrade that has been removed in hard mode.
Yeah, you're probably right. Right, so Goomba is going to enter the Cave of Disappointment and get his trash here as daaanty gives us our first look into Eastern Palace. Fully in logic with that lamp and the bow is going to be daaanty's first crystal here. There's a possibility if daaanty gets the moon pearl in here that he might not get that Mire anytime soon. It's not in the best location. You know what else we could probably find up here in here that I'm thinking is the flute.
That could be interesting. The interesting thing about the mirror is we don't even know if it's logically required yet, because Swamp's a pendant.
That's true.
I mean, there could be something in a mirror-locked location like Bombo's tablet or Graveyard Ledge or whatever, but for all we know, the mirror's optional. Flute is definitely required, though.
Yeah, for sure. So, as far as like finishing the seed, we're definitely going to need a medallion or two. We're going to need that flute. We're going to need the moon pearl, obviously.
A couple of swords and ice rod wouldn't hurt.
Yeah. Speak of the devil.
Okay.
Are we gonna? Is this going to be moon pearl go mode?
I don't know. We need to start turning up swords if we want that.
All right, so we still have one more item, I believe, here.
Which I'm guessing is going to be on Armos Nights just because the seed did give us the bow.
I mean, you're going to need the bow regardless, right? Like, bow actually might not even lead to anything other than a crystal.
Right, but it went to that whole stink of giving us Death Mountain access, and the bow was the only thing we got out of it.
Well, it is going to be on Ramos Nights. Is it going to be the Moon Pearl?
Could be flute, could be book.
Could be 10 arrows.
In which case we only have 2 locations left to check.
Hey, it's happened.
Well, both runners do have Zora money at this point, so if it comes down to Zora, they can do it.
That's true. All right, daaanty making his way back. Goomba not too far behind. Pulling out Samaria to kill the popos here. Nicely done. Couple arrows.
Right, because normally you'd use the sword spin. We still don't have a sword.
Yep, still no sword. daaanty setting up for the quick kill on the Armos Knights. And dead. And rewarded with 3 bombs. All right, so we're down to just a few locations here.
Wow. So I would expect daaanty to do South Shore at this point, just given numbers.
Yeah, he's definitely going to do South Shore. So we've got, after South Shore, we've got Agina and Zora left. That's it. Is that correct?
That's, as far as I can tell, all that's in logic. Of course, we can go out of logic and do things like Super Bunny Cave or the other Flippers checks.
Yeah, but the problem with the Flippers checks, well,
no Moon Pearl to do
no
Waterfall
Pearl.
Cave.
Yeah, is you could do like Hobo, which is a trek, but you can't get into Waterfall Cave and get those 2 items there.
He could use Ancilla to get whatever items on Zora Ledge, which may or may not be worthwhile.
That is true. Would need to reset Ancilla since he did kill Armos Knights. And daaanty gonna not pick up the 20. He's gonna go check out Agina. This is could be one of our 2 answers here. Is our progression here, Trossi?
I'm thinking Zora because I really want to believe that those early myths pointed to something, and you need a glove to put Zora in logic if you don't have flips.
Goomba using Cane of Burna on the Popos. Gets bullied a bit there by the Armos guards. All right, chat. Is this the answer? We have the Moon Pearl.
Oh, well, okay, shows what I know.
Free, free, free.
Sphere 1, Dark World access. But daaanty is going to do Mini Moldorm Cave at least, which is good. He will need that Fire Rod eventually. I was a little worried he might just go straight for Hype Cave since it was there. Of course, if he gets the Mire, it'll make his life a lot easier navigating the Dark World, even if it's not hard required. And where's Goomba going? Is he going to do an Ancilla glitch over here and check Hobo? Sure looks like he's setting it up.
Yeah. So let's see. Okay, daanty's continuing on. This is good. This means he will get his Mire here.
Okay.
And, he might even do a fake flipper too. For him, he will be able to check that waterfall fairy.
Yeah, given what we just discussed, I'm surprised Goomba didn't check Hobo because he knows he can't do waterfall. He's going for Zora. I don't know if he just wanted the shortcut while keeping his checks in logic. Hey, there's our first bottle on Zora Ledge. That could be interesting if Sick Kid has something.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to make a go for it. He is going to last location that Moon Pearl though, so he's not going to be super happy about it. Though, again, not that huge of a deal.
Yeah, and daaanty with that Mire is definitely equipped to go to the Dark World now.
Zora could have something as well, which could be huge for Goomba. daaanty going to give us our first look at Hype Cave. Just a heart piece, and Goomba's going to reset, so save that cash because he is short on cash, and he can do pod right after this. So
once he gets the Moon Pearl.
But he knows that there's something at Agina now, so he's which for him is likely going to be the Moon Pearl.
Yeah, that is true. It is his last possible location in logic.
Yeah.
So now we're getting that Hype Cave play.
So take that, Zora. We just rewound time. Got our money back. All right, Hype Cave. We've got $100 from the gangster. All right. We have a heart piece, 3 bombs, $20, $50. Now we're going to be opening a lot of these chests and getting crap out of them because they have so much already.
By the way, Daaanty didn't check Desert Ledge, did he?
No.
I mean, just because the knowledge is useful. So I guess either way, as soon as they get the flute, they're probably going to that area anyway.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so Goomba picks up his moon from Agina's cave, and he'll probably make the same play. I'm thinking that's why he reset, is to save the money so that he could get into Pod, because Pod is a fully clearable crystal. Has 5 items, so pretty dense location to get some stuff, and you get a route in Hype Cave with it as well, which we know is trash, but a good check to get out of the way in case it has something good like the boots or something.
And you really hope Pod has something, because our other logically full clearable dungeons at the moment are the pendant dungeons of Skullwoods and Thieves Town.
Right. So hopefully Chet sees the flippers here in Pod, so that good old pedestal is in play, because that's always exciting, right? Get that ped hype in chat.
That's true. Flippers are the only thing that are keeping pedestal from being in play.
Looking at you, Allison. I know Allison's always excited to see when what's on ped, so...
So, not that we care whether Pod's bow locked, but it's not immediately bow locked, which is better for routing. It's nice when you can just take one big loop around like Daanty's now doing. He'll check the vanilla big key location next.
Well, Goomba actually going to check out Pyramid before heading into Pod. See if he actually wants to check Catfish as well. We have just a heart container on the Pyramid. And he says, I only have 7 of these. Let's take another one.
And nothing but keys so far in the non-bow locked part of Pod Front. Literally, 4 checks, 4 keys. So there are 0 to 2 items on the bow locked side.
Come on, let's get 6 keys in the front.
I have seen it. I'm sure you have as well.
Yeah, not often, but it's happened.
Yeah, this hellway is not very difficult at all with boots, but a bit more challenging without.
All right, so the 6 key dream is dead, though we do have the big key and a heart container. Let's see if Daaanty heads straight back to Helmasaur. It does have the mirror, so it doesn't make routing less bad, but he is going to go straight back. I like it.
Yeah, makes sense. You're over here anyway. You have the big key. If you can check off another item, then maybe you can avoid doing extra checks for map and compass.
Right. All right, so he's got 4.5 hearts heading into Helmasaur, or heading into the turtle rooms before Helmasaur. That's a bit scary, because you are on green mail, and every time Helma does any sort of damage to you, it's going to take 2 hearts away. So no sword either to help buffer things or even extend the reach of the hammer. So let's I think Daaanty put on his gamer pants today and showing no fear.
And both of our runners are still a little bit low on their arrow counts from the Armos fight. So, I mean, they have enough to take down Helma King, but they definitely don't want to miss. And with what you were saying, can't use a sword to extend the hammer reach, so trying to do the second phase of Helma on hammer hits would be kind of risky.
Yeah, Helma is cooperating so far. We're not getting any fireballs. So confirmed, Dante's gamer pants are on. The belt is tightened. He's ready to go.
And Goomba also picking up arrows there after the Mimic Room so that he can have enough for the Helma kill, if necessary.
Goomba's got his big key, gonna get his heart container, and he'll probably make the same play that Dante's making here and head straight to the back. Picks up a couple extra bombs and arrows along the way. And yeah, he is heading straight back. And he's going to make sure he's got full hearts because he ain't taking no chances. Though I imagine Goomba's got his gamer pants on too. See if Helmosaurus is cooperative for Goomba as he was for Dante. Not firing any fireballs makes that fight, a bit easier. Dante's going to give us our first look at the back of Pod. We've found one of the 5 items. Oh, did Helma drop anything? I don't even remember. Maybe it's 2.
I don't remember either. But Reg, our tracker, is telling us that Helma dropped 3 bombs, so that does check off an item. We've now found all the small keys, so there's something in Harmless Hellway that isn't a small key.
Okay. Compass and Harmless Hellway. So 2 items remain in the last 3 checks here.
If we're lucky, the map's in the big chest, right?
Yeah. So far, really just a Palace of Love more than anything. All right, so there's the map. So the last 2 items here in the bottom of the dark maze, and then the big chest. And Goomba having a really nice fight with Helmosaur there as well.
So impressively, both runners are 3 crystals in a little over half an hour.
Got ourselves the book. Do you go to desert? Do you go to the mountain? We do have access to Hookshot Cave. We've got access to Super Bunny.
Dante's got the hammer out, so is he thinking maybe check Bombo's tablet on the way to desert?
Possibly, yeah. There's a lot of options here.
Or is he going to go by Stumpy and circle all the way to Vu?
That seems more likely. I mean, heading into desert without the boots is a little risky, but it could be fully clearable.
But yeah, he's going to do Stumpy, Cave 45, and then work his way around and into Village. Probably pick up the Smith while he's at it.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Stumpy just given a heart piece. Check out K45 here on Dante's side as Goomba cleans up Palace of Darkness. Just another 20 rupees. Again, so what are we looking for? We're looking for some swords for sure. We're looking for that flute. We're going to need at least 1 medallion. Is that it? Possibly the boots?
Yeah, potentially. I mean, logically we need the flippers, but I fully expect these runners to fake flipper to ice.
Sure. I mean, you really don't, in this situation, you don't really want to see the flippers. You kind of want to be flippers go mode.
Yeah, keep you out of swamp, keep you off of ped.
Yeah, just take it completely off of the table. All right, just a couple digs there at the dig game for trash. Dante is going to Mire. Not sure what he was doing there, and he changed his mind. Let's go back into the dark world, he says.
Yes, I'm not sure what he was doing either. Probably some big brain play that our small minds are incapable of comprehending.
Probably. All right, Goomba's actually going up to the mountain. I like this play. There's a lot of checks, and, with so few items needed, get them out of the way. Also, It's a safety in case daaanty had done Agina before going up to the mountain, which is a possibility, and having done these checks already, this is, hopefully playing against what your opponent's already done.
Yeah, there are 6 checks in logic. He can check Ether Tablet. He can do Spike Cave, though it's not in logic without a magic extension.
Is it really?
Yeah, the cape alone doesn't put Spike Cave in logic. You need either a bottle or half magic.
That's not going to stop him. All right. Smith, turn in 4. We saw hammer pigs. That was nothing.
Oh, chat reminding me that we have the Cave of Burna. I don't know how I didn't see it right there on the tracker next to the cape, but and there's a bottle anyway.
So got ourselves a bottle, and daanty's got himself the purple chest.
That's a bit surprising. I would have thought he would be more likely to dip like Pendant Thieves for the front at least. Because other
chest into the cave with him, that's not going to work. Bumblebee Hut gives us heart piece. First check into Hookshot Cave as a heart container. Second chest, $50. Third chest, $20. $5 for the last one. No half magic. Take that. Get a little yay for that.
So that bottle could be progression. We haven't seen Sick Kid yet.
All right, so we do need Quake for Turtle Rock. First check from daaanty into Thieves Town is just the compass. Goomba not checking out Spike Cave. So.
Yeah, that is a bit surprising. And he didn't want to see what was on Ether either.
Yeah, it is a bit of a trek. He looks like he's going to be making the Ice Palace play. I really like this play. Little Samaria bomb action for the Ancilla glitch there. Nicely done. All right, not seeing much in Thieves Town yet. Do get our first sword.
That is definitely necessary and a nice quality of life improvement.
daaanty Mire's out, realizing I'm at 1.5 hearts. Let's just take the death warp instead.
And hey, the chest is right where he left it. He just now has this annoying thing of having to, ditch the chest every time he goes in somewhere.
Oh, we got another bottle there. So he will really check Sick Kid.
Yeah, now we know about 3 of the 4 bottles.
All right, Sick Kid, what do you got for us? Some cash.
Apparently he's a rich Sick Kid.
Just giving away $300 to anyone that's got a bottle. All right, compass in the Icebreaker Room chest. Is the vanilla big key chest in Ice Palace. daaanty will someday learn that he can't bring that purple chest into the building with him, but not yet. All right, we've got our shield. So that's 2 out of 3 items here in Ice Palace.
That's what you get for breaking logic, junk.
Ice Palace is trash today. That's all 3 items. He still needs to find that big key. I don't believe he hit the switch. So
that's what you get for gambling and not hitting the switch. It's probably an iced tea room. Hey, there's our Quake.
Yeah.
We do need that, though. daaanty doesn't know that yet, but...
Yeah, that actually gives us full access to complete Turtle Rock. Now that he has that sword from Thieves Town.
Yeah. Right, you don't usually think about the fact that you need a sword to actually use a medallion, but you do. Big key in iced tea room, as predicted. That was some nice swag from daaanty, escaping the murder dactyls there by using the cape.
Yeah. Let's see if he takes this all the way to catfish. All right,
Can
so
you
Goomba,
swim with the purple chest?
I believe you can. I'm not sure.
It floats.
It's a great question. All right, just $20 in Graveyard Ledge, and Goomba gets ready for his cold stare fight. Half magic, this shouldn't be any problem, even though he's swordless.
Yeah.
Hammer will help out a bit too.
Plenty of... Oh, he went straight to the hammer. That's a bit surprising. I would have tried to get some fire rod hits in on them while they were all clustered.
Well, what he was trying to do is knock them into the corner and then hit them with the magic or the fire rod, but missed. But he's only down to 1 puff, so he should be okay. daaanty not going to catfish. Instead, can turn in that purple chest. And imagine he makes his way up to the mountain here pretty soon.
Well, if he's over here, I'm actually a little bit surprised he's not doing this through the Dark World.
Ooh,
Oh, spicy.
just what you want to see. Just what you want to see. All right, so is he going to get over to... Is he making his way to Ice Palace now?
Sure looks it.
So no half magic for him here. It's gonna if this is the play, he's gonna have to be pretty careful. He might check out Hobo. Oh, and look at that full magic container just taunting him. He is gonna check out the ledge there. I couldn't see what it was. Just a heart piece.
Hey, he may check Waterfall now.
Yeah, he hasn't even done Zora, so this might just be a Zora play. Another nice Palace play.
And where's Goomba gonna go now?
I think Goomba's gonna go check the tablet and head into desert. That's my guess. Oh, nope, he makes a liar out of me.
That is a generous fairy today, giving out free blue goo, so daaanty will just refill his magic that way.
Yeah, that's nice. Now he's going back into Ice Palace. No to Zora. Yes to Ice. He could also do Ice and then finish it up with the Zora play afterwards, since he does have the Mire. Goomba looks like he wants that 20 rupees. He's not. Doesn't really though. He just wants the hearts. So we're gonna get a little bit of cleanup from each of our runners. daaanty gonna finish off Ice Palace, which we know has trash in it. Nothing here for us. Goomba gonna be doing some Village of Outcast stuff. Probably get that sword out of Thieves Town. Let's see if he wants to continue on into Thieves Town, because it is fully clearable. daaanty also didn't look into Skull Woods at all. Goomba will need to make his way up to the bumper ledge to get that Quake medallion. And when he does, and he gets the sword out of Thieves Town, he might just hightail it out of there and head back up to the mountain. It's a strong possibility. I'm really curious about desert in that book, though.
Yeah, I wonder if the flute's in desert at this rate.
daaanty is hitting the switch though, so this is actually going to work out a little bit better for him, since he is going to get all 3 items pretty quickly, and then we'll be able to head straight to Cold Stare, not having to look for that big key.
And hey, to give you something else to waste your channel points on, we've got another prediction. We've only seen 1 medallion so far. We know it's good for Turtle Rock. Is that Quake going to be good for Mire as well?
The way this seed's been going, I'm going to say we only need Quake. That's my guess. I've lost all my channel points already, though, so...
Well, we're seeing a couple 100,000 channel points bet already.
Daaanty, you opened up. You got all 3 items, Daaanty.
And you hit the switch, so you're in good shape to not get the big key.
I think another good question you could ask, not while obviously this one's going, but is do we think Desert is boots locked at this point?
Yeah, that'll be interesting. I mean, I'm feeling no, it's not, just because we've been getting so many items in the natural course of things. But of course, there is now the possibility that, you know, Desert is boots locked and boots are on pedestal.
Yeah, that's possible.
You don't sound very enthused.
No, not really. Nicely done by Daaanty there, refilling his magic with that blue bottle he got from the fairy, knocking the puffs into the corner and taking them all out. So.
So once again, we are even on the crystal count.
So is Daaanty now going to head up to the mountain? I imagine he's going to do Zora here.
Hobo, it looks like.
Oh, yeah. We have not seen this, right?
That is true. Goomba skipped it, surprisingly.
Well, I mean, it wasn't in logic, and it's such a terrible... I hate checking Hobo. It's like my least favorite check.
Even behind Smith's Chain for you?
It's pretty high up there. Because, like, if you have the mirror, the Smith Chain isn't that bad. Hobo's never good. See?
Yeah. And Goomba's now in Thieves Town, so he will be getting his sword in the front here. We could well wind up in sword mode.
This could be big because Dante's going to head up here, and he's going to be able to fully clear Turtle Rock, including Mimic Cave. So is Turtle Rock going to give us our progression? Dante thought about taking the southern portal, but realizing he could... There's a chance that he could open up that Turtle Rock.
Look at Goomba. He is going to the back here.
Nice. I'm not sure how many items they got out of the front. I think it might have been 2. Compass, big key, an item, and the sword, I think is what we saw.
Yeah, I mean, they got the small key clearly, so there's no way they had more than 2 items in the front.
If there's something here on the green pennant, it's going to be pretty big for Goomba because it's going to be a while until Dante comes here. Though Dante is heading into a fully clearable crystal dungeon. And when the seed gives you both rods, the Quake, Samaria, everything to beat it, and not your last dungeon, it usually feels like you're gonna find something in here.
Yeah, well, we still haven't seen Skull Woods, and Pendant Skull Woods has a way of holding progression.
It's true. It's true. And we're not looking for much. That flute and possibly the boots, and then possibly a medallion.
And another sword.
Yeah, but I mean, you'll enter GTU still looking for a sword, so. All right, $20 there in the attic.
And now Dante's magic woes are over.
Yeah, that's nice as you head into, Ice Palace or Turtle Rock. Not having to really worry about your magic.
Especially with this seed, where the one thing it hasn't been giving us are swords, we could well have to do a Master Sword again. And hey, there's the 4th bottle. And if you're doing Master Sword Ganon, half magic is really nice to have.
I think that's the 3rd bottle still. I think just Dante picked up his 3rd bottle.
No, that was Dante's 2nd bottle. I'm saying we have knowledge of all. Oh, right. No, yeah, yes, you're right. That was one that Goomba already got.
Yeah, Goomba got that one earlier.
It's Wednesday.
Right. I forgive you. Don't make that mistake again, though.
So yeah, we'll see a full clear of Turtle Rock, and he can check Mimic Cave on the way.
All right. Is there an item in the big chest of Thieves Town? There is. It's 3 bombs. All right. I believe that's everything. There still might be an item. I'm not sure on blind though. It is the green pendant though, so there is that.
Yeah, at this point you might as well.
All right. What do we got? The big key, the map. First 2 checks in Turtle Rock.
Though if there's nothing here in Thieves Town, Goomba's gonna feel a little silly when he then sees Quake on Bumper Ledge.
Yeah, I mean, I like the play of clearing out Thieves Town. You know, he's still looking for some stuff, so. There's the required small key to continue on in the dungeon. Okay, there was another item, and it's just 20, so. Goomba really going to need that green pendant to pay out for that time loss, because I don't see Daaanty ever coming back here unless it's required.
Yeah, based on how things are going, like, if green pendant is something, Goomba has the lead, otherwise Daaanty has the lead.
Yeah, Daaanty is getting bullied a bit by these chomps.
Resorts to bloomerang strats, you don't see that too often in that room. Oh, so Goomba is going to pick up his... Oh,
that's unfortunate. Sorry, that's
because
unfortunate. Yeah, because Quake is sitting up there, so... This might take him to Swamp Palace, I'm not sure. Which, again, might have our progression. We don't know where our progression is. Again, if you're rooting for Goomba, and he does make that swamp play, that's where you're hoping it is. Though Turtle Rock feels like the play that could have nothing. So, oh, he's actually going to give us our desert look. I like this.
Yeah, though also skipping Bombos because he's in the light world.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, you can't get it, so.
Watch there be the Master Sword in Desert, and then we could get it.
Oh, there's Ether.
Well, not gonna miss that if that's what opens Mire for us. Honestly, you probably don't pick it up now and wait to get the flute, and then you could, if Mire is Ether, you just mirror and grab it then.
Yeah. Though flute could be in here. We'll see. Daaanty gonna give us our look at... I totally missed what was in Lava Chest, by the way.
So did I.
All right, so we are not boots locked for desert, so this is clearable. So we are flute and possibly bombos from Go Mode at this point.
I know bootless seeds are your favorite.
Yeah, I love them. Less boots. Take the boots away from this game.
Oh, so Goomba's actually going to go over to the right side and check these items first. Usually runners would do Landmo and then do right side, in case the Landmo has an item.
Yeah, that was a little surprising, but... All right. So,
well, I guess that makes... guess that makes the prediction less fun.
All right, so works out for Goomba as both items are there. And he says, I don't need to waste time clearing desert now. I can do that when I have the flute. So.
Ah, so that was his logic.
Yeah. That's going to work out. He knows where Ether is too. So it's not like he needs to get it. You know, he knows at this point. He's probably just looking for the flute. You know, he knows where 2 of the 3 medallions are.
Right, so now the joke's going to be on him if Mire is Quake.
Yeah.
I mean, he has to go to Bumper Ledge sooner or later because he already knows TR's Quake.
Yeah, it's true. All right, laser bridge, key, compass. There's our second sword. All right, and a shield.
So you definitely have to pull Ether Tablet while you're up here. I would hope Daaanty also does Spike Cave.
Yeah, I imagine he makes that play. It's, you know what? I mean, we haven't been in Skull Woods yet, but Swamp seems like it might be working out. Because Turtle Rock has only had that sword.
Just because of how often Skull Woods has progression, I'd still put money on Skull Woods over Swamp. And unfortunately, we can't do a prediction because even if that Mire medallion prediction is less interesting, still have to resolve it.
Oh, man. Be careful,
yeah. Well, he does have blue goo. He probably doesn't want to use it so hastily if he can avoid it.
Yeah, I think at this point he's pretty safe.
You say that.
Oh, man. It's getting close. I think he's got one more hit. Yeah. Nicely done. No, I remember he strapped on his gamer pants today. So.
Oh, there we go. It's all good.
All right. Flute confirmed. Not in Turtle Rock. Where are you, Flute? Daaanty is walking out, so this means he's going to probably go check out the tablet and Spike Cave. 10 arrows in Swamp Palace. So we've seen 2 items. This means he is going to head straight to the back. Chance of that God Swamp. Daaanty not worried about his hearts. Just walks right through the Lionel, taking a total of 6 hearts of damage. All right. Diver down room. What do we got? $20. A compass. Daaanty ether tablet. $50.
And he's going back. He will be checking Spike Cave because there's nothing else for him to check on the mountain.
All right. Goomba pushes the block. Opens up the map. All right. 2 items. Still on the left side. Daaanty looking for that fairy, wishing that he didn't walk into those Lionels like he did, but no problem now. All right, Cana Burna activated with 1 heart. Spike Cave, do you have the flute? You do!
Wow!
Unbelievable.
So that is our no mode, just shy of 102. Now it's a matter of Daaanty going to desert. We'll find out pretty quickly if he's already in go mode, and we know where the other 2 medallions are.
Goomba, of all people, skipping out on Spike Cave is pretty unfortunate.
Yeah, you don't think that's going to be costly, but I am curious why he did it.
So we know where all the medallions are. The only thing that could change anything is the boots. But even if the boots are required and they're not in GT, Daanty's, can get there first. Goomba having a little bit of trouble with the ice rod fight, but gets it done. Daaanty activating his flute, and we'll head over to the my area. And Goomba probably going to head back inside Swamp Palace here.
Hey, at least we'll finally get the answer to that Mire medallion prediction.
All right.
Poor Goomba, though.
Bombos.
So Daaanty will get it in the course of clearing desert.
Maisha gives us a heart piece and 10 more arrows. So he is going to be able to mirror into desert here, and we'll be getting his bombos shortly. Meanwhile, Goomba heading back into Swamp Palace. Unfortunately for him, not much here that's going to be helping him out. Daaanty picks up Ether for fun, I guess, knowing that he doesn't need it, but why not? Guess it could be helpful in GT in a couple rooms. Congratulations to all those that chose not Quake. Daaanty sees that he is now just looking for Bombos to be in go mode.
Hey, and since the Mire Big Key Hunt is one of the few places where runners can gain or lose time between here and GT, let's do a prediction on that. How much of a hunt will we have to do for that Mire Big Key?
Jossie, I think you have a gambling problem.
I'm not betting on it. It's chat who has the gambling problem. And Daaanty, like Goomba, is going
to get those
right
points.
First.
Get those points. All right, so Daaanty is going to be in go mode right here in just a minute.
Like
and
now.
Q. Oh, all right, there's the powder for Goomba. All right. And the big key, of course.
Just to make his life more painful. I feel for the guy. I mean...
Yeah, it's tough.
It's a lot of checks, but turned out to be a colossal waste of time, and there was one check he skipped, and of course that was the check that would have put him in go mode by now otherwise.
Mm-hmm. What a seed. What an interesting seed. All right. Goomba getting 3 bombs out of Swamp and has to be realizing things are not going his way after clearing out Thieves Town for no value, and now all that time in Swamp Palace and getting no value there as well.
But I don't think the mountain's on his mind is the problem.
Well, I mean, there's nothing on. I mean, it's literally just Spike Cave right now. It looks like he's going to be heading into the Dark World. He'll probably do Swamp, or excuse me, Skull Woods, since he's already cleared out the other 2. Oh, he is going to turn in powder. So we get a Land Mollusk fight from Daaanty and gets the 1 cycle and 0 cycle, and rewarded with the map and his 6th crystal. Just needs to hop back into the Dark World and defeat Mire, and he'll be heading up to GT.
Honestly, I don't blame Goomba for wanting something to have come out of his full clear of Swamp.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's running low on checks at this point. He's got Skullwoods, Bumper Ledge, Spike Cave, Catfish.
And we know Bumper Ledge and Spike Cave are his 2 answers.
Daaanty opening up Misery Mire. Goomba heading into the Dark World north of Village of Outcasts here. I guess we'll probably see a Skullwoods play from him here.
So some questions in chat we should talk about. One is, what's the difference between hard and expert? So expert, you're limited to 8 heart containers max instead of 14, and you're limited to Master Sword instead of Tempered, and you're limited to Fighter Shield instead of Fire Shield. I believe those are the only differences. And chat also asking about Ancilla.
Go ahead.
It's yeah, I'm not sure how well I can explain it. I mean, it's basically the idea that you that the game only has so much memory to store stuff in. And so if you can take up all those memory slots, it gets confused. There's another sword in Skullwood, so Goomba should wind up with Tempered. But in the case of fake flippers, like we saw Goomba do earlier, you can confuse it so that it forgets to give you a splash when you go into the water without flippers. Oh, and it is a God Mire. And therefore you're able to swim because you didn't splash, so you must have the flippers. And in the case of Misery Mire, there's the spooky action glitch where it basically makes the game confused about where exactly you are, so you fire the fire rod and it thinks you're hitting a switch when there's no switch there.
I just push the buttons. We are seeing a little bit spooky using the ice rod since he doesn't have the boots. The only reason you need the boots is to kick up the dust. So something like a silver arrow or the ice rod or the sparkles from the red boomerang will work as a substitute for the dust from the boots there. But apparently he didn't actually set up spooky, so it didn't matter. I think we might see a blind ped pull here.
I mean, at this point, with so few checks left for Goomba, it's kind of reasonable.
All right, so daaanty equips the cape and just starts slashing. This reduces the magic reduction when you're slashing the sword like this. So he can just slash away. It's kind of slow, but it's nice and safe. Especially when you're on Master Sword. Down goes Viddy. That's crystal number 7 for daaanty, and pendant number 3 from Nice Moth Fight from Goomba. Gets the second item on Moth and pulls out that mirror. Here we go, chat. This is what you're waiting for. There's one situation where, and only one, that allows Goomba to win this race. That is boots on pedestal.
So, yes, those of you who are guessing 1 or 3, I'm guessing some of you are hoping for boots on torch.
Oh, Goomba, good man, knows that he's in a race, reads it, doesn't pull it. Not there. Unfortunately for Goomba, it's going to be not what he wanted to see. Still skipping out on bumper ledge. Going to get his flute, which will get him into Mire, but we know that he still needs to get to bumper ledge.
That's unfortunate if he winds up full clearing the God Mire because he hasn't gone to bumper ledge.
Yeah. All right, daaanty making his way up the mountain, getting ready to take on the Ganon's Tower and Ganon. There is still one sword left out there. There's 2 checks that we didn't see in Mire. There's this. We did see Ether from daaanty. I'm trying to think. A sword has to be in GT, right?
I mean, Catfish?
Right. We haven't seen Catfish. We haven't seen Pyramid Fairy. Those are 2 other options. We know that there is a sword in Skull Woods that daaanty will not be getting.
Yeah, it's true. Even if Torch is even if Big Key is on Torch, like there's so few places for daaanty left to clear, except that from our perspective, he could start diving more pendant dungeons, and that would allow Goomba to catch up.
All right, there's the flute for Goomba, unfortunately. I say unfortunately because it's an hour 13, pretty late in the seed when he could have had it a lot earlier.
And he's still not in go mode either because he hasn't checked bumper ledge.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. All right, Daaanty, let's see a little Dark Magician routing. Go to the left, please, so we can see if we need those boots or not. He still might. Oh, yes.
Daaanty, by the way, was convinced he'd exit the tournament early.
I know. That guy's a joker. All right. We are in go mode on Daaanty's side as boots are not required to complete Ganon's Tower. Full activation on Goomba's side, and we get a little Stalfos of room action from Daaanty. $300, small key, $20, and another key. Pulls out the mirror, and it's going to head to the right.
Honestly, at this point, the only question left is, can Goomba hit go mode before Daaanty finishes?
All right, there's a green bottle. There's $20. So this route is going to work out for him if the key is over here in Compass Room.
No checking tile room? Come on.
All right, Goomba opens up Misery Mire and is going to make his way through there. A couple Mario block throws here to give us the 4 Compass Room checks. $5, 10 arrows, mushroom, heart piece.
Hey, 4th sword could be on mushroom.
It's possible. All right, gonna pick up this key and mirror, head back left. We'll head over to the map chest and continue on.
You know, we saw an interesting GT basement meta earlier today of... Oh, well, there it is in map room.
Picky in the map room.
So that's 12.
No sword for you, Daaanty.
He'll probably open the chest upstairs. But yeah, I was just kind of fascinated by this meta, which is a bit of a gamble as Goomba gets his Mire big key, discovers it's a god Mire, decides to just go straight back anyway. This routing earlier was full left to rando room and then mirror in full right.
Yeah, I've seen that done. It's basically putting Ice Armos last is what you're trying to do.
Which works out well as long as the big key isn't behind Ice Armos.
Right. Yep.
Oh, Daaanty's down to 3 hearts. I just noticed how gingerly he was walking through there, and then I see he's on 3 hearts.
Probably take a stop in the safer room here. Bootsless.
He can't, he doesn't have boots.
That's right. He could bomb jump his way.
Is he realizing this, Daaanty? Oh, he's bomb jump. Oh my.
This works.
I'm not sure I've ever seen someone bomb jump to safety room before.
It's a small gap, so it's not that big of a deal. Bootsless GT is just terrible because most of the strats that you're used to involve dashing a bit. It's just slow and cumbersome and terrible.
Well, what's funny is Samaria-less GT, where you have those 2 Wizrobe rooms and suddenly people realize they can't just knock out the Wizrobes with Samaria.
Yeah. All right, Goomba applying the same strats as Daaanty did is equip the cape and just start slashing away. Working out pretty well. And fire some arrows into the big eyeball and you're good to go. Using the fire rod and able to take down Landmo right away. 0 cycle. picks up the small magic and heads to Wizrobes 1 as Goomba leaves. Gonna finish off Desert and see where he heads next. Oh, he hasn't done Mire Shed yet. Wizrobes 1's done. Wizrobes 2 finished. This is why you want boots. Get bullied a bit. Boots starts for everything.
And daaanty using the fire rod freely because, hey, half magic. Oh, so freely he's got to do this room with the fire rod as well. I think he has just enough.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And as I said, he is opening these chests in hope of a sword. Hey, bug net, that's almost as good, right?
It's a thing.
I believe you have a teammate who likes it.
Mm-hmm. 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 Didn't he check the chests in the mini helmet room?
Yeah, he took those. That's where he got the bug net.
Oh, okay.
And we end the seed where we began the seed with 10 arrows.
That's right. All right, Goomba picks up crystal number 6 as daaanty gets ready to take on Agatu. See how nicely the setups are. Not bad for the first one. Looks like he's gonna be able to get a triple.
That was a
does.
very clean triple.
Yeah, this one's gonna be a bit tougher. Still gets a nice double. Yeah.
Oh, Goomba didn't want the shovel. Now he's going back for it. Okay.
Gets blue balled, but able to muscle his way through it and get that last hit that he needed. Nicely done there. And get ready for some counting. You're going to need a lot of spins in this Master Sword Ganon fight. daaanty doesn't know this, but has a lot of time to do this.
Yes, it would probably take 37 Ganon falls at this point to put Goomba back in the race. Because isn't that what comms are always supposed to do? Measure the number of Ganon falls when...
All right, so 12 spins here on phase 1. Not the worst phase, but it can be kind of slow. Then he's going to need 12 more. Ooh, taking a hit from the trident there. 12 more on phase 2, and it looks like this is a really good spot for phase 2. If he doesn't get to phase 2 though, that would have been a really nice spot if he could get in there.
I guess he doesn't know Samaria strats for Master Sword Ganon.
I don't know how common Star Mario strats are, and they're not super easy. I don't know. It feels like there's runners that really live and die by that Samaria strat, but
well, it is the only way I know of to get a 2-in-1 on Master Sword Ganon the first 2 cycles. Phases, rather.
All right, quickly through phase 2 though, since Ganon did cooperate a bit. So needs 4 slashes here in phase 3 and then 24 in phase 4. So get ready, chat. It's going to be a minute.
And daaanty has lots and lots of goo to keep him going.
Goomba going to get the unfortunate news of Quake here in just a second. Yeah, gets the torch glitch. Lighting that first torch before the second one goes out means you only have to light the left one. Saves a lot of magic and a lot of time. Setting up for triples with the fire rod. Needs 24 here. I'll let someone else do the counting.
So, Goomba is clearly not happy, but it does answer the question. He will be in go mode before daaanty finishes.
Yeah.
I don't think I can count as high as the number of Master Sword spins needed.
Yeah, it's a lot. Counting 24 is difficult. I lose track after like 3. 1, 2, 3. I forget.
A lot.
All right, so spin away, spin away, spin away. Mostly triples, which is really nice.
There we go.
All right, get your GGs in chat for daaanty as he gets ready to cross the bridge and be the first one to complete this race, taking game 1 in the best of 3 in the second round of the main tournament. And he does so
in 125.06, and there's an immediate forfeit by Goomba, not surprisingly.
Yeah. Not surprised. GG's to both of our runners. Let's pull up daaanty here, see if he can chat about this race. It was a really interesting seed, and we are now joined by the winner of today's race, daaanty. daaanty, how are you, my friend? GG's.
Thanks, man. GG's to Goomba. This seed was a little scary, I guess, early on. There was so much chance for like variance, and I didn't know what I wanted to do. So, oh man.
And you guys left escape locked and loaded, and then got all the stuff, went up to the mountain, got basically only the bow, and then the Moon Pearl just sitting there over in Agina. Did you feel how were you feeling about that Moon Pearl?
Well, I figured Moon Pearl was South Shore. I mean, because at that point I had done the mountain. I had done eastern area already. So I only had that left. And I guess like Zora, logically. So the idea was, I was like, I'll just do a Ganon now. And that way I don't have to walk back specifically just for that. Because I was like, I don't want to skip the dam and do the southeast portion of South Shore and then have to come back, and then Moon Pearl's just there. So I figured I'll do that. And then Moon Pearl showed up, and I was like, well, there's a high probability he did these checks. Like, if this was a qualifier, maybe I just go to Dark World. But I was like, this is, it's 1v1. I was like, let's just hedge our bets that he did South Shore. And luckily, I did not skip that.
Yeah, and so let's just talk about some of the skips that you did make. Any thought about going to the back of Thieves Town since it was a green pendant? And did you have any inclination of going into Swamp at all?
Swamp started to feel viable after Ice came up basically empty. Since I had flippers by then, I really kind of felt bad about mirroring out of Thieves Town, but I was like, maybe the sword's enough, with the green pendant plus 3 items in back, it had more allure. I really didn't want to lose the purple chest, and obviously I'm an idiot because I wanted to route in North Dark World, and I was going to go to Catfish and clean up Zora, and then totally remembered that I have been screwing up the current jump lately, so I was like, well, screw it, let's just go turn in the purple chest at this point, and then, everything kind of streamlined from there. I was really happy that Quake was TR, just because that I invested that time going to North Dark World, and that was literally the only thing there.
Yeah, the big two factors that decided this race was Goomba skipping out on Spike Cave, because he went up to the mountain after you guys got that Moon Pearl a lot quicker than you, but didn't do Spike Cave, just left after checking out the Turtle Rock medallion. And then he full cleared Thieves Town and then turned in his purple chest, so he didn't go north to get the information about Quake on Bumper Ledge. So he last locationed Quake. So those were kind of the deciding factors.
Gotcha. Yeah, like I don't know. Mentally, my Master Sword Ganon's been a little trash lately. So, I heard you guys. I have to bring this up because
I thought it looked okay. I'm not gonna say it was great or anything, but it seemed all right.
I heard you guys talking about the Samaria strat, and I know how to do it. But every time I do it, it's like when a beginner starts fighting Mothula. I get way too offensive instead of just being in a rhythm. So I end up dying. So I just figured, okay, you've got cape, you've got half magic, and you've got a ton of safeties. There's no reason to be stupid.
Yeah.
I did kind of feel like Goomba may be, right behind me. So I didn't really feel like I had a whole lot of time to spare just because, Goomba's an excellent runner and, he makes a lot of great plays a lot of times. So I was hoping it was enough, but it was today, but some days it's not. His execution's really good. And this is only one game. So game 2 tomorrow should be fun time, a nice, fun, stressful time.
Yeah, that will be also here on the same channel, SpeedGaming, 5:40 p.m. Eastern for game 2. Don't want to miss that. We want to let people go because there's other races going on. We want to make sure everyone's going to watch all this. Any last thoughts about the seed or the tournament or anything else you want to share before we let you go?
I really miss Boots. Pour one out for my man, the Boots.
Wouldn't it be nice to have like a tournament or a league or something where everything starts with Boots?
Oh, don't you guys start with this again.
I will say, going into GT, I was racking my brain about... for some reason, I was racking my brain about, can the boots be in GT if I need them? Because I started, instead of going to Desert, I was like, is Ice Palace boots locked? And then after I saw it was a 50, I was like, why am I worried if, Ice Palace is boot locked? That's not a thing. That's the level of stress I was at. So
yeah. That's like, is Eastern Palace boots locked today? I don't know. Let's find out.
It is. It's always boots locked. But yeah, thank you guys for doing the restream, the comms, and tracking and all that. Really do appreciate it. And thanks for having us. Yeah.
All right. GG's to daaanty and GG's to Goomba as well. Put on a fun race for us. Unfortunately for Goomba, it just didn't go his way.
But be sure to give them a follow and tune in to watch their second race tomorrow, same time, same channel.
Yep, and we've got another race going on right now, Plasma Kappa versus Killer App 23 on SpeedGaming 4. So open up another tab, check that race out, and then keep this tab open because in just about an hour, we've got Willa J. Bradley versus Jula Ninja with an Indian Medical Sniper on game 3, round 1.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, this is...
I'm gonna steal before you say it. Yeah, all or nothing, bro. All or nothing. I'm going to talk over Drosy. I'm just kidding. Go ahead, Drosy.
No, I think we got it. There are only 7 series left in round 1. So those 2 series that Fear Agent mentioned are 2 of those remaining 7. We could have 2 more spots filled up in the second round by the end of the evening.
Yep, should be fun. So open up all your SpeedGaming tabs and watch some main tournament action. Is going to be good. Drosy, thanks for doing this with me. This was a lot of fun. I'm glad you asked me to do this.
Yeah, no, thanks for joining me, and huge thanks to Reg, our amazing tracker.
Big shout outs.
So, I think that'll do it here, and hope you all enjoy the rest of the races this evening.
All right, bye everyone.